assassin. They built up so much magic damage. I'm thinking an assassin like what?
Ling?
Against a Haya, against a Ling though, I don't know. You're up against an Angela with so much survivability. It's too risky to go for that. And they'll end up going for the Ruby. And it's going to be the XP Ruby. Edith Rome for Keyboy.
Edith Rome for Keyboy.
Interesting draft.
Has he picked it up this season? Edith Rome?
Yeah, Keyboy has.
He has. Because I remember Edith Rome for Drian.
He actually picked it up, and it actually was great up against the Kufa, remember? The cancels.
And I think the Ruby is quite great for ONIC because a lot of heroes on the side of Rebellion Zion lack that range. So that should be an easy I'm offended and a lot of CC coming in for ONIC.
If you have an engage-heavy composition, Ruby it will set you apart. So hopefully here, for the sake of ONIC, they can execute that. But Rebellion Zion, I like their draft. Bruno can be untouched here if executed well.
I think it comes down to whether they play this early game right. If the Bruno gets deleted or gets bullied in lane here by a lot of the roam that is present from ONIC, their mobility, then it is actually going to hurt the Bruno real hard. With that, the late game insurance is gone, and they're going to have to really rely on that Martis in that mid game.
Let's see if they can pull it off.
And the Lapu.
And the Lapu, you're right. That is going to be a big factor here for Rebellion Zion that ONIC really need to be aware of. But if we know ONIC, even if they don't really control that early game, especially with the composition that they've actually gone for, then I think they should be able to come back. We've seen that so many times.
Whoa.
They should be able to come back, and with this, right, I mean, looking at their composition, it's real-world manipulation, so high ground will be there forward side of ONIC. If they do get themselves in a tough position, at least they have that high ground. On the other side, though, can we say the same for Rebellion?
I would say their high ground is pretty good too. Bruno clears really fast. Sure, maybe not as fast as a Bennett, right? With the Bennett's rage and stuff, but yeah, I'm thinking about the Ruby pick here and why it's picked up. I understand that there's actually a range problem for Rebellion Zion. Bruno has the biggest range on their team. The Valentina, Martis, Angela, Lapu can all be punished by the Ruby. So if they get caught in this I'm offended, brought back to the team, and if they give Boots an opening, some space to look for that, it's going to be quite scary. Because remembering Onyx comp here, there's a lot of lockdown, bro. There's a lot of AoE. You get caught in the I'm offended, you're automatically going to be caught in the Bennett's Rage, a Primal Wrath, and an RWM. Plus some electrifying beats just to add the cherry on top of the cake. Let's take a look at Paquito, number 1, 80%, 10 games. My lord. We don't talk about the Grok. Cars and Grok doesn't fit well. Give him playmaking heroes and he performs. Give him a hero like Grok, well, also playmaking, but more teamfight oriented, not individual oriented. And yeah, he doesn't perform on it. He actually, I don't know what it is, because even his mechanics are very off when he plays the Grok.
But we got to revert back to the keys to victory here, right? Securing Cars' power picks.
Yes, sir.
And Lapu Lapu is not on this. It's Paquito, Grok, and Edith.
But it's still a power pick, more so than Grok. See, this is deceiving. The Grok isn't a power pick. It's more of a like, we tried, pick. And they tried 5 times. That's why Rebellion were actually in the red zone for quite a while in the first leg, right? And after that, they were finally able to dissect the problem. They were looking at the games and they were like, hey, maybe this Grok pick doesn't work on you, Cars. He plays it weird, man. Again, he plays it like a Paquito. You can't play Grok like a Paquito. Again, it's sometimes the individual mechanics that play through, and you have to respect what your players are comfortable on, and Chico has finally found that. Paquito, Lapu, Edith, and even in Terizla, he does really well.
I mean, let's put our magnifying glass, but never mind.
Let's just get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Whose ticket will be secured first in this battle for the playoffs and the upper brackets? Rebellion Zion and ONIC for game number 1. Let's see. Very curious about the emblems and the spells earlier on, because obviously Rebellion Zion, with this draft that they have brought, they do want to have a little bit more control of this early game.
Yesterday we saw 6 Quantum Charges. Now we're seeing 5 Brave Smites in the game. Cars, Vincent, Audi, Keyboy, and Boots have all gone for Brave Smite. Sans and Kyrie on that Impure Rage, so still very popular amongst them. Now, bit of a contestant. Oh,
Wow. Calmly secured. Keyboy, though, will go for the Earth Shatter. Vincent, wow, very aggressive. Even Kyrie jumps onto his high Zamor, poking him down as he sees CW has lost a trade. But the jungle camp, will be taken by Kyrie.
So far, Rebellion Zion has yet to prove what this early game comp was built for. We should see a little bit more action when the neutral objectives start to pop up. But for the talents prediction here by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G, it's a cold split. Was that a 3 for 3?
I think so. You know, it depends on how you see my prediction, right? Because I think Rebellion Zion, yeah, have an advantage here in the drafting phase, into the early game as well. We have, however, seen ONIC win a lot of games despite having a quote-unquote losing draft, right? It's through the execution and their understanding of these heroes, and we're seeing it here.
Onward on towards Audi, and he will be taken now, no problem. Kyrie picks up the first blood right before the turtle. As that signifies that Rebellion will have 0 chances, but it seems like Vincent is still first on the turtle. And ONIC, take a look at Kyrie. He wants the purple first.
Man, Rebellion Zion, they're getting caught in the tempo from ONIC now. They calculated that so well, but look at this.
Good onward, real world revelation now, stunning cars down. He gets taken out, but Vincent finds compensation. He gets turtle and gets out. Kyrie though wants more, he wants a kill. Take a look at the backside here. Vincent will be the first one to fall as another member will be taken out, and that is Keyboy. Take a look at Swaylo now, looking, hovering, but it seems like Boots damage is enough to pick up the double for Swaylo.
Oh, that's worth it for Rebellion Zion, is it not?
Yeah, turtle and 2 kills, so it's practically even, right? 3 for 3. But again, I'll have to say, yeah, Rebellion probably got the better value out of that now, knowing that, you know, cars just respawn back in, and Sans doesn't really have the resources to even go at it in this wave in the mid lane. So Swaylo is going to get a lot of value here for this winning matchup already.
Okay, there's an engage. Audi, oh, 0 chance as his flicker is still on cooldown, and ONIC picks up the free kill.
It's very peculiar to see these just interactions hit, right? Because Audi TZ on the Angela, he's very aggressive. That's why he even goes for such an aggressive, I would say aggressive for an Angela, Brave Smite, right? He wants to be able to have a little bit more say with his aggression and not get taken out because of that sustain that the Brave Smite gives him. But now Kyrie has been able to punish it over and over. And now they just keep going back and forth like this.
Both of the teams understand that there's not really a lot to fight for if there's no neutral objective. They might as well just set up, and you can see that Kars here is already setting up for a possible invade, possible steal. Vincent's waiting in the corner.
Let's see, almost though. Seems like Rebellion Zion here, they are still behind, but I feel like it's okay. They have a Bruno who is active on the mid and late. Take a look at bot side though, already 2 members. Moving on towards Boots, but no. ONIC, well, Rebellion Zion will not commit to a fight.
Before that even happened, Kyrie picked up a Starlium Scythe on the Joy. Is that a common item?
Starlium Scythe? It's something that is actually like risen in popularity, but wait a minute.
Oh, Vincent. Take a look at the hard guard, already hovering. Oh, good, I'm offended. Hard guard hasn't been committed just yet. But take a look at Cars already harassing Keyboy in the backside. Real world relation to provide cover as Kyrie picks up the turtle. Hard guard will commit on towards Cars. Take a look at the fight here. Cars low HP, but Swaylo caught in that turtle pit. It seems like Swaylo will not be able to escape this time, and ONIC picks up the free kill again.
That's 1,200, 1,700 gold lead now for ONIC. I would say that was very in favor of the Yellow Porcupines. They look for more.
Oh, nasty angle, nasty engages. Kyrie jumps, dove in the turtle, and picks up the double. Not the turtle, the turret.
The execution is just perfect from ONIC. The way they're utilizing every little strength, every little advantage they have in their kit here is just phenomenal. They're going again.
Oh, Bravest Fighter just to escape. Again, Lapu really somehow relies on that Bravest Fighter. And there you go. That's info for ONIC. 2,000 gold lead now.
How do they do that? You know, because I was looking at the drafts for both of these teams, and I was like, Rebellion Zion, they have a lot of tools to work with. And they have a lot to be able to get that snowballing going, which is exactly what we were talking about during the Keys to Victory as one of the main constituents as how Rebellion Zion should win this. But ONIC over and over with Kyrie, and now they're going for more. They seem to get these controls so quickly and easily.
Bravest Fighter will force CW to use the flicker. Oh, real world revelation onto his two. Keyboy though will soak in the damage as CW is just free hitting onto its two members as Audi also gets taken out. Good Brenner's apathy. It seems like Swaylo will not be able to help Vincent in the backside as Kyrie brings up the monster killer. Swaylo will fall again. Team ONIC. Goodness.
Goodness is right. I mean, again, what are you supposed to do right now? Rebellion Zion are just holding everything they can. They're trying to contest for every little team fight that they think should work in favor of their team, but ONIC says, no, we'll just execute the team fights better. Yes, that was a good engage, but what about this? Sanz's off-angle real-world manipulation to utilize the RWM more for the immobility and utility to lock them down for Keyboard to deal damage with the Primal Wrath. On top of that, CW's crisp, clean positioning and understanding of his awareness using that flicker, and then Kyrie comes in to finish them off. It's so perfect. It's so scary. And here we can take a look at the goal differences by Ube as Gold, a Martis behind against a Joy in the early game. We don't see this a lot, folks. Yes, the Joy on paper, you can find more kills with the mobility, but neutral objective games shouldn't be in your favor. Vincent has one turtle, and that's it. That is, I don't even know what word to use.
It's abhorrent what ONIC are doing right now. I mean, now, if they were even banking on the neutral objectives, Kyrie's too far ahead already, as look at this.
Vincent's almost isolated. It seems like Rebellion will have enough space to disengage from a fight. Remember, folks, they're behind 5,000 here. Going for a fight 5v5 isn't the wisest move.
And Kyrie is already level 12 compared to Vincent at level 10. And on a Martis, you're supposed to look for that snowball, and now I don't believe that that's even possible. So what do Rebellion Zion do? What plan can they fall onto, seeing as that early game advantage is something that's already beyond the hills, beyond the horizon?
As bad as it sounds, I actually think Rebellion Zion expected to lose in the early game. That's why the Brave Smite option was chosen by Vincent. Wait a minute, Cars.
Oh my goodness, under his own turret. Is forced to just play defensive. Now Cars again, quite low. ONIC, they're looking for the kill. Cars forced to use the flicker. Oh, Real World Revelation will secure the kill. It seems like with that, it's a 5v4. Real World Revelation by Swaylo will force Kyrie to get the shutdown for Rebellion. The boots now will not be able to escape as Vincent though will be betrayed as CW collects the double. Will he find a triple here as Swaylo looks for a space to escape? And there you go. 3 for 2.
Back to my point though, right? Before that whole skirmish that ONIC again won, despite them being under the tier 2 and the base turret, Rebellion Zion, it almost seems like they were ready to lose the early game, because usually for the Martis, you expect that killing spree. Vincent went for the Brave Smite, so, and even his build right now, he only went for the Fury Hammer, he's already going for the Sky Guardian helmet, already has a Radiant armor, so I honestly feel like Rebellion Zion's composition at this point is just playing for the Bruno. Notice how they always, when they are playing for neutral objectives, Bruno never comes over. He's always alone, farming somewhere else. And right now, yeah, still behind of CW, but that's their only bet that they can rely on, that they can depend on. It's Bruno carrying them into this game. Because as you can see from the items here, the only one who basically has core items to actually turn the game around is the Bruno.
Is it enough? What are we waiting for? He already has the Berserker's Fury and the Haas Claws. What are we waiting on?
Malefic. We're waiting for that Malefic Roar.
So as soon as Malefic Roar hits, they're ready for an engage against ONIC.
I wouldn't say ready for an engage, but ready to have an answer at least. A little answer. A tiny weeny answer that he also needs to be very careful against, man. Because if he walks up just a bit, that Onward can catch you. The Renner's Apathy can catch you. The Bandit can catch you. So many things that can catch you.
How do they play this? Now ONIC, the yellow porcupines, they're knocking on the blue bulls' base. The Lord in the top side, that malefic roar, finally gets secured though. Let's see how this goes out.
8,000 gold offense here by the side of ONIC. Lord, this is the first Lord. It will crack the way through a top lane. It seems like Rebellion Zion here, playing it very passive, playing it very, very patient, which, yeah, that is the wise move.
They're playing defensively and ONIC are looking for an opening. So far, they haven't found it just yet. There you go, Boots misses again. I don't think they can crack the base here. I think ONIC, they're forced to just try and suffocate Rebellion Zion. I wonder why.
They have to take the discipline route here, man. Again, Rebellion Zion, yeah, I would say their wave clear maybe isn't as good as ONIC, but they still do have wave clear. That Bruno is deceivingly good at clearing these waves. RWM, though.
Oh, committed already. Raven Spider. Oh,
wow.
Good catch by Keyboy. It will be taken down by CW.
Oh.
Boots jumps in, gets the three-man catch as Zamora and Vincent will be the casualties. 3 members down. Suelo and Audi defending. Let's take a look at the structures now. The main base will be the left one standing for Rebellion Zion. Suelo and Audi will not be able to clear this one as ONIC, they find the kills and they wipe out the blue bulls. Yellow porcupines right first.
Why do we even bother? Why do we even bother
Analyzing the draft.
analyzing, predicting? Why?